Hi everyone, welcome to my new little vlog here. Now I'm just going to continue making up this beautiful tweed waistcoat for part of a three-piece suit I'm making for a client. Now if I just turn it over, all the beautiful, I love world map, this world map lining. I've used it on a few of my designs and jackets. It's a beautiful world map, crimson lining here. Put a pleat in across so it doesn't get tight, just in case. So it's all in, the facings are all in. Let me just bring this out a little bit here so you can see it. So it's all in now. So that's that. So if I turn it back to the right side, I'm actually making the actual buttonholes now because I don't really have time. Usually sometimes we'll make the buttonholes once the waistcoat is finished. I find it easy once I've completed the fronts, I'll make the buttonholes. Now you can see the buttonholes are here. These are all done by hand. This is with silk buttonhole twist. And I'm going to continue on making this buttonhole here. Now I'll just show you what I use. This is a gimp. It's like a cord, and traditionally this is what tailors will use, or couturiers will use for making the buttonholes. This is like a cord. So this is a really old, I got this from my old 95-year-old tailor. And then here we have pure silk buttonhole twist. This is pure silk, and we use this for all the buttonholes for all of the bespoke suits I make, and probably most bespoke tailors will use this pure silk buttonhole twist. And with this, some tailors don't like using it, but I like using this. This is what we call beeswax, and this is to strengthen the thread. So we rub it up and down, and then we melt it onto the actual thread itself. So it just stops it from knotting and helps strengthen it a little bit as we're sewing it. So there we have that 3 items there. Now I've launched a very comprehensive course tutorial on actually how to make buttonholes. It's over 1 hour long, and I actually explain the hows and whys, which you won't find in many tutorials. I always explain hows and whys in everything I do, so you'll understand why I'm doing it and how I'm doing things. It's lifetime access to the video, and you can buy that. It's over 1 hour long, so it's a very comprehensive video on how to make these buttonholes. So I'm just going to show you. Usually I sit on my work table and sew, but for demonstration purposes I'm just going to put it on my donkey, my sleeve board, and just show you. So I'm doing a slightly different way. Usually the gimp is here, so usually I'll put the gimp down and I'll stitch it together. I mean, a lot of tailors will actually put it down. I used to do this method all the time. So we put the gimp down on the edge, and then we put the buttonhole, and we sew the buttonhole on top as we're going along. I just found an easier way now, where I actually overcast the gimp, the cord around first, and now I'll stitch on top. So, and I like this way. It's an easy way. So you can do both methods, which if you buy my course I will show you this way as well. I'll personally send you a video on this little method here. Just kind of I've adapted it a little bit. So I'm just going to finish off these buttonholes now. Now on tweed, because tweed's a thick fabric, we have to have what we call a wider bite. So we have to put a wider bite. Usually it's quite a narrow bite we put in. And apparently on Savaro or some of the bespoke tailoring houses, they'll have finishers finishing off all their suits, their waistcoats, their trousers, their jackets. Of course, I'm a one-man tailor designer, so I have to finish off everything myself. So usually you'll get finishers that will do this at the end. And I have some beautiful hand stitched buttonholes. They're flawlessly executed, and absolutely, it's a work of art doing these. And I do suggest to sewers, they use them domestic machines. Problem with domestic buttonhole machines, you have to cut into it, and it frays when you cut into it, and it doesn't look good, So only industrial buttonholers are the ones that will do professional buttonholes. But I always say to sewers, please learn this method. Learn this method of hand stitching your buttonholes in. And it's very meditative as well. I like it. So, and that's what we do. So you can see I'm going under and then going out, and then I'm putting a little buttonhole twist up there. So that's what I'm doing here. You can see. You just have to take your time. Of course, there are some finishers that only do these buttonholes by profession, and they're very, very fast. And there we have that. So I'm going to carry on over there. You can see. When I was an apprentice, when I was 16, 17, I really got into hand embroidery, and I did a lot of my designs were hand embroidered. I used to do lots of hand embroidery, and my first collection of designs were pretty much hand embroidered on the surface. I used to love surface decoration. So when I started to learn how to do these buttonholes, it was quite easy to pick up. And I do suggest to also try and learn to make buttonholes by hand if you need to use hand stitch buttonholes on in your sewing projects, or if you're making some nice garments or whatever. So that's what you should do. So I'm going to just carry on with this now, finish this off, and I'll get back to you as I'm finishing off this waistcoat for everybody. So on that note, everyone, I'll see you soon as I'm going to finish off this waistcoat for my clients, and I look forward to seeing you all soon. Stay happy and well, everyone, and ciao for now.